How I made my big bouncy Starfire wig. I wanted this wig to have like big bouncy volume like the classic Starfire hair, so I started with a helmet wig base. I used sticky foam and tape to make a pattern of my head, tracing my hairline and ears. I transferred that pattern onto my false shape, using steam to shrink and harden it for a better fit. Now let's prep some wefts. For this project I used one red wig as a base and added 5 bundles of braiding hair, 2 in red and 3 in yellow. I removed the wefts from the base wig and crimped them off camera. Now it's time to dye. The bundles! Quick disclaimer, I did not do this the right way. Synthetic wigs are plastic, so they need high sustained heat to absorb the dye. You literally have to melt the plastic in order for it to take the dye. Usually that means submerging the hair in like near boiling water and like using a dedicated food unsafe pot, but I didn't have my dye pot available, so I improvised. So I poured the boiling water into a cauldron with the dye, quickly dug the bundles in, stirred them around, and pulled them out for this gradient effect. It did work, but it was really messy and I burnt myself a couple times. Plus I forgot to wear gloves, so I had stained hands for like 2 weeks. It's not ideal, but it worked. If you're following along at home, make sure to dye these bundles like one at a time. It's way easier to manage. I don't know what was getting in my head. Why did I try to dye 3 of these in one go? That's silly. Anyway, back to the cap. I added polyester batting and half a styrofoam ball to build up some volume. Then I hot glued one of the weft bundles to the underside of the ball to really sell that illusion of volume. I added most of the hair now, filling it up but leaving out the part and bangs to do later. For the hairline, I took some small sections of braiding hair, straightened them out, applied tacky glue to them to make these little wefts, and used those to frame the face. Now that all the hair is on, it's time to get curling. I curled and straightened this wig several times before I discovered the trick to these curls, and the trick is chopsticks. I pulled out small sections, trapping the hair between the top of the chopsticks and wrapping it around, tucking it in between the chopsticks to hold it in place. For some of the more fussy curls, I had to use little clips or bobby pins, but it worked out pretty well. I reinforced the top of the chopsticks with an elastic just to keep them from breaking while I was doing this. And there it is, it's finished. I'm so happy with how fluffy it is, and I'm really stoked on the final texture. It's exactly what I wanted. Thanks for following along, and I hope that this helps you making your own Starfire wig, and if you are interested, these are available from me through commission. Just message me for more information on them. So if you are planning on making your own, follow along to see